Dyslexia makes me think, oh, ooh, clap. I'm gonna do that again without clapping. I was in the set below bottom set for the special kids. I'm trying to think, maybe year 5? I think it was year 5. I would have been maybe 8 or 9. It feels like it's a very weird class. Feels more like a holding pen for the kids that they don't know what to do with, but also they need to do the really basic stuff. Like, while everyone else is learning actual maths, we're there just really trying to understand the letter E. I thought that was a judgment on me, you know? It was like, just can't do it. The weird thing is though, is that I went from I vividly remember that in infant school, they taught maths with comic books. Now these were, I'm gonna be honest, they were amazing. I think there was a dog in a space helmet at one point. I remember being in the top 4, by which I mean 4th, because there were 3 people above me who were on comics further into the series than me, and I was like doing my maths as fast as I could, but I couldn't catch up with them because they were always ahead of me. I'm like, oh, you... Then I went to junior school, and all of a sudden I bombed, dropping right down to the below-bottom set in things like maths and English, which kind of sucked. It was around about that time I was kind of diagnosed with dyslexia. And by kind of diagnosed, I mean actually diagnosed. I had to go to the Dyslexia Institute every Wednesday afternoon for special support stuff. I feel like you can already see a pattern there because I was in that bottom set. I don't remember what they were teaching me. I can remember infant school because there was goddamn comic books. That bit in junior school, I don't know what they were trying to teach me. I don't even remember what class it was. All I know is that whatever class it was, I was beneath bottom set. It's probably English, knowing dyslexia. Then I went to another school, my secondary school, which had actual dyslexia support classes. I took Spanish instead of French because you got to choose a language because secondary school. I vividly remember being horrific at Spanish, and they very quickly were like, yeah, we're going to put you in like a dyslexia support class instead of doing language, which is Spanish. And all of a sudden I went from being in the bottom set for maths, English, geography, everything, to being in the middle set, and then I think actually there was no middle set, the top set. I didn't get to the very top because limits, but you know, I got there. I'm gonna grab a prop now. This is exciting. This is the point, okay? I am not stupid. This pen is stupid. Because I don't know whether you can tell from what's happening right now, I talk with noises and sound. I think in sounds and words. This pen can't do that because it's stupid. This is the most it can do is this, where that is the pen. That is the most it is capable of. Don't laugh at me. I was treated as less intellectually capable because I was bad with one of these. That's not my fault. That's the pen's fault. And that's kind of the point I want to explore with this channel. I kind of look back on stories to do with my life, my education, and dyslexia, and I realise a lot of the problems that come with being learning disabled, like dyslexia or ADHD or neuroatypical? Neurodivergent. Thank you, voice from behind the camera. A lot of it isn't to do with them being less capable, but people not being able to understand what that really means. Case and point. Pokemon. It was junior school when Pokemon was a big thing, and I was an actual expert. I knew it all because Pokemon is really interesting and it has loads of information in it. As a person with a Game Boy, and you have your cards and the cartoons, and there's all of these different ways that you can suck up that information into your brain, I learned it all. It just shows the weird way in which I was in the bottom set for maths and English, by which I mean the below the bottom set. I was less than stupid, you know? And yet, I had this insatiable hunger for knowledge. It's just that the knowledge was about Pokemon and not maths. Because at the end of the day, I wasn't stupid. You see, this is the thing, right? I feel very guilty now for telling a camera and putting it out publicly that I'm not stupid. And yet, why would I feel guilty about that? Why does it feel rude to go around telling people that I'm not stupid? And it's this baggage that you pick up when you are treated like you can't do it, when really people just don't know how to handle you. As a child, you can't take responsibility for your own education because 1, the system is built with people with a completely different brain to you, and 2, they are not prepared to deal with your brain. I pick up the baggage that I'm stupid and I can't do it. I can't do maths and English and books. That gets ingrained to you as a child, and yet that's not true. It's not that they are stupid, it's just that they need a teacher to help them. They need information to be delivered in different ways. So that's what I want to do with these videos. I want to talk about not necessarily the absolute truth about dyslexia and learning disabilities, but the way I've come to terms with it, so that hopefully people at home who are also trying to come to terms with it, be they tiny little sprogs who are going through school themselves, or giant sprogs who are like in the working world and are like having to deal with it, especially if you've only just come to this realization. One of the things you'll be worried about is that you are either stupid or that other people will think you're stupid. But here's the thing, I'm here to tell you, you are not stupid. Pens are stupid. I really hope I didn't just break my TV.